Alexa, pause. Fire skating type of liquor. Her eyes widened. She hovered over the night in front of me, as if she was trying to hide her laughter from me. Just try it, I smiled. I promise you'll love it. If you don't, I'll eat yours too. Grace said. That doesn't do anything for me, like I'm still starving. Grace sets the beer down, hesitating for a moment before picking up the spoon. Why am I so dyslexic? Picking up the spoon that scooped up a single bean. You've got to get the bacon and hot dog too. Girl, are you my mother? My father? No, I don't. She glanced in my direction and then dove her spoon into the bowl. Holding it in front of her, she stared. Here goes nothing. Grace closed her eyes, pinched her nose shut with her other hand, and stuck the spoon straight into her mouth. It was rather dramatic, but I expected that from a woman like her. While she chewed, she kept her nose plugged and her eyes closed. When the flavors hit just right, just like I knew they would, her eyes burst open, her fingers let out of the side of her nose. That's actually really good, she said happily. No, it's not. Told ya, so you gotta trust. Oh wait, I already read all this. I think so. It's normal stuff. Oh, so normal. I teased. He laughed. There was silent period for a minute. It was like neither of us knew what to say, or perhaps we were both cautious with our words. Okay, so it's Calvin's. You shouldn't have come here. Let me tell me about yourself, Grace, I said, leaning back in the chair. She took a swig of her beer. Why so many swigs of her beer? And looked at me, her blue why is it her blue apostrophe blue like at me, her apostrophe blue eyes? What is going on here? I don't know if y'all can see this. Okay, no, y'all can. Let's go here. There we go. Power skating type of girl. Fixated on mine. I was only blue eyes fixated on me. It was the only way I knew how to describe those eyes. Blue. What do you want to know? Everything. Let's just start with what do you do for a living? I fold my arms in front of my chest. I work in banking, she said matter-of-factly. Impressive. I took another drink and she nodded. Your turn. What about Calvin Wells? What do you do for a living? She cocked her head. I like the way she said my full name. Okay, buddy, we don't need to do no full name type. Oh, I loved it. I do a lot of things. Farming, Airbnb, gardening, odd jobs here and there. Anything to keep me busy and keep this ranch afloat. She leaned back, watching my posture, and took another drink of beer. Admirable. Why Wyoming? I asked. Why not? She shrugged. I raised an eyebrow, letting her know I wasn't satisfied with her answer. The corner of her lips perked up. Silly, really, she said. I like silly. Hit me with it. Grace took a swig of her beer. Don't drink, kids. When her gaze met mine, she spoke. Every year, I close my eyes and throw a dart on the map of the United States. Wherever it lands, that's wherever I go on vacation. Her cheeks flushed like she was embarrassed or something. That's not silly at all. It's like fate. And I let out a smile, but why do it that way? Why not pick a place you really want to go? Heck, you could be in California or Hawaii right now, lying up on top of a beach with a pina colada in your hand. Not here in dubious Wyoming, eating beans and hot dogs with me. I chuckled. She laughed too, but then got a little serious. Her blue eyes flickered and she let out a sigh. My life is very routine. Everything is planned and planned again. Okay? Wow. No one cares. I don't know if I'll be able to use these. Very typical girl. Oh, yes, these are perfect for my annotating. Okay, look tired and was staring off. Okay, no, that's not. Every minute of my day is scheduled. It was giving me freedom. Grace tilted her head. I drank my beer. I nodded. I can relate to that. I had a freedom prior to taking over France. Now everything that lives on it depends on me. Why you'd give up your freedom? She asked. It wasn't questioned. I wanted to answer. I didn't talk about what brought me back, but I figured Grace was the type of woman that would let the answer one way or another. See, I find him creepy, but also, like, this is a cute relationship. Like, what's going on here? I had to my parents. My parents passed away, so I moved back a year and a half ago to take over the ranch. Grace swigged her beer. That's the thought running through her head. In under an hour, she had learned 3 people close to me had died, and they all had lived on this ranch. Almost seemed as though it was cursed. At least that's what the folks around town said. If I were her, I'd run for the hills before landing swallowed up. 2. That must have been tough. Okay, let's I'm gonna just do that real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna just let this dry quick. Okay, no, we're just gonna smudge it. Okay, because I don't want it to get on this side of the book. But, yeah. Okay, period. I've always wanted to be the girl who has like this in her book, and now I am, and it's like so cute. And like, so I've got Calvin's description, and as soon as I get other characters, I'll do that. Starts off like Grace will get kidnapped, but she doesn't. Then a creepy road is the only road to take. She goes to the ranch and starts to flirt. She sees a car and has a bad feeling. Calvin has a pink scar on his eyebrow. Calvin is missing his mother. She died. Calvin is falling for Grace. Calvin has a beat-up truck. He talks about his basement and locking things in it. He has taxidermy and knives, stalking her about reading and other things on her profile. Things about the basement was padlocked. And 3 people died on the ranch. of life, not having control over it, smacked you right in the face whenever it wants, just expecting to take it. Before she asked me any more about my family or past, I must ask, what was picking my ranch random too, or did you throw a dart at my Airbnb website I teased? Oh my god, my aunts are here, so I'm gonna go up there real quick. Okay. Whenever it wants, you're just expected to take the hit and carry on. Glance over at Grace while I wash up and rest of the dishes. Wait, where is this? We don't choose where we were born. Who? Okay, so I must ask, blah, blah, blah. No. I wanted to know if it was fate or maybe not fate, maybe a part of the curse. No, she said with a half smile. I picked this place, Calvin. I smiled back and grabbed both our empty bowls, bringing them to the sink. Girl, she did not finish that, I'm gonna guarantee. I was happy to hear this. It was Grace's decision to come here. There are so many things that are decided for us. We don't choose. We're born who we were born to, how our parents raised us, and the values instilled in us, even how they're a part of our lives. I hate that part of life, not having any control over it. It smacks you right in the face whenever it wants, and you're just expected to take the hit and carry on. You don't always have to carry on. I mean, you could. Yeah, never mind. I glanced over at Grace while I washed up the rest of the dishes. She looked tired and started staring off at the patio door, almost as though she were in a terrace or something. I shut off the sink and dried my hands. Well, I gotta get up early. Cows aren't gonna milk themselves. Bitch, what the fuck? Grace stood and tossed her empty bottle in the trash can. I'll have coffee in a pot for ya in the morning, and I will leave the bread and peanut butter out just in case you want a little something to eat. Thanks, Calvin. Need anything else before I turn in? I start walking towards the hall. She leans a little and lost her balance, stepping right into me. My arms brushed up against her, sending a small static shock. It was a spark, like when you jump start a car. 2K lol. The electric, my heart rate sped up. I took a deep breath to calm down. I wasn't ready for anything like that. I reminded myself no matter how drawn I was to this particular woman. Girl, stop calling this woman just this particular person, this particular girl, or no matter how drawn I was to Grace. Like, don't call women. Females is worse. Women is fine, but females, what the hell? It was too soon. I took her waiting for an answer. I couldn't go off to bed without making sure she had everything she needed. She shook her head. I'm good. Thanks for dinner. Anytime, Miss Grace. Miss Grace, girl, her first name's Grace. You slept? I nodded and continued down the hall towards my bedroom. It took everything in me not to turn back. Day 2. Ooh. Oh god, my back. Holy crap. Oh, something fell. And now I can't do stuff because my freaking back is broken. Great.